Hi, welcome to another edition of Senko Computer Systems screencast on DIS. Today's screencast topic is going to be payment adjustment entry. So let's get started. I have already logged in, so what I need to do is click on the payment adjustment entry toolbar at the very top. First thing that it asks me for is the patient number. Again, just like in other modules, you have the option of just entering the patient number, or you can hit Control F and you have the option of entering claim number, patient last name, first name, so on and so forth. So for now, I am just going to enter in the patient number 1002. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to prompt me for the batch number that I want to use. I just happen to have a test batch number, so I'm just going to hit enter. It's a new payment. As you can see, the focus is where the color is green, so it's on this. If we had unapplied cash, we'd be able to post something that was an unapplied cash, but for now, this is just a new payment, so I'm just going to hit enter. Again, this is all our modules. We have strived to make it keyboard friendly, so all you need to do is continually use the keyboard to maneuver from one field to another by hitting enter. You can always hit shift tab to go back. So the post date, I'm just going to leave it at that date. I'm going to hit enter. Again, if I want to go back, I just hit shift tab. It goes back to the previous field. So enter. Steve S. I just type S and brings up the first one. Check CH, enter, check number, ABA number, and check subtotal. So let's say the check amount was for $80. Go ahead, enter. Now it prompts me what charges I want to apply the payment to. I can either select it by the claim, or I can select it by the charge status and date. But for now, I'm just going to select it by the claim. So this shows me all open charges that I have. Notice that there's a claim number for this one, so it appears that this one was billed. But I can also use the mouse to go down and see more charges, and these charges were not billed. But again, you can still apply payments to charges that were not billed, but typically that won't happen. So I'm going to pick 4937. I'm just going to hit enter, enter. Then it creates a row over here. It highlights it's the item that I'm posting to is specified over here. The charge amount is specified here. Now I'm supposed to enter the EOB allowed amount. I'm just going to make it even. I'm just going to say 100. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to ask me for the amount paid. I'm just going to make it clean and say $80. Enter. Enter. It's going to ask me for the adjustment type. I can select whatever adjustment type I want. I'll just select adjustment type. Notice that the remaining balance is 20, and it'll automatically assign it to payer, the per payer, which means the patient. I'm going to hit enter, enter, enter. Do you want to save the transaction? Yes. And we're good. It saved it. So now let's take a look at the ledger. If I go into transactions, ledger, I select the patient number again, 1002, hit enter, and notice that I have 3 charges, and the charge that we entered a payment for is this line item over here. Because the charge amount is 200, there was a $100 adjustment, a payment of 80, and a balance of 20. So if I expand this row, you'll see that there was a $100 adjustment, there was an $80 check that was applied to it, and then the assignment was changed from one payer to another, which in this instance it went from the original payer to the patient or the personal payer. So if I look at the payment view, I'll see that there was one payment of $80, and it was a check, and it was from this payer. If I expand the row, you'll see that this payment was applied to this charge. So we have multiple views in the ledger. To view our payments, we can look at the charge, expand the charge, look at the payments that the charge was applied to, and vice versa. We can look at it from a payment standpoint and then look at all the charges the payment was applied to. So now let's go ahead and let's enter in another payment. So I'm going to enter in 1002 for our existing patient. I'm going to select the existing batch number. And in this instance, let's say I want to make strictly an adjustment. So I'm going to say adjustment. And let's say I just want to adjust that $20 balance. I just want to write it off. Hit OK. The adjustment amount, I'm going to just select $20. And I'm just going to say write off. Hit save. Save. Do you want to save the transaction? Yes. So now let's go ahead and look at the ledger. So basically what we did is we made an adjustment for that $20 that was remaining on the balance for that one charge. So if we go into ledger, if I hit refresh, notice that the patient no longer has a balance. And if I go into charge view, notice that the balance is 0. If I expand this, notice that there was a $80 payment, a $100 adjustment, and a $20 adjustment. If I look at the payment view, I'll see basically the same thing, that there was an $80 payment applied to this one charge, and the balance on this charge is 0, just like the balance on this charge over here, it showed at 0 as well. That pretty much concludes payment adjustment entry. Hopefully we'll see you in the next screencast, and that's it. Thank you.